Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be open to all trips on Bolt, and I'm going to be open to all trips on Uber, including Uber Pet, which everybody prefers to avoid because when you take in pets they can cause quite a mess in your car. So what I'm going to do is, if I do accept an Uber Pet, I'm going to check the passenger's rating, and if it's a low rating I won't risk it, but if they've got a decent enough rating we'll take the risk and hopefully it works out. By the end of the shift I want to see, is it worth being open to all trips, and will it make a difference to my earnings during this dry January? First trip of the day is an executive, which isn't a bad way to start considering that I'm open to everything. I cannot remember exactly where I'm going, but what I do know is it's not a long trip. It's going to pay around £11 and it shouldn't take longer than 10 minutes to complete, hopefully. Second ride turns out to be an Uber X trip, which is going to pay me about £25 to £26 to go towards the Wandsworth area. I took this because it's going towards the direction of where my reservation is. Just had an Uber Pet come in and I've checked the rating of the customer, and the rating is a 4.72. My experience with Uber Pet, and they had like one of those American Rottweilers, not like you could even put it on your lap. And the whole time I was driving, the dog was just shaking around all over the place. And by the time the passenger got out of the car and I looked in the back, there was dog hairs everywhere. So nothing suitable's come in, and Uber's advised that it's time for me to make my way to the reservation. I'm gonna get there 17 minutes early, so fingers crossed that when I get there the passenger's ready. So we've just had a trip come through, taking us from Marylebone to Fulham, and it's going to take about half an hour and pay just under £15. As soon as I dropped off the previous ride, I got another one coming, going to SE1 from Wandsworth, which should pay me just under £26. Just finished eating about 15 minutes ago, so we've lost a little bit of the shift, but that's all good. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up this one and we're heading to Paddington. It's gonna pay around £9.50 for a 20-minute drive. We've still got 3 hours and a bit left of the shift, so yeah, we need to at least hit that £200 mark. Now it's hit 3:30. They're coming in back to back a little bit, and this next one is from Marylebone NW1 to W14, which I think is like the further end of Kensington. Probably got the best trip of the day coming today, but I have got mixed feelings about it, because even though it's a good rate and we're going to complete it in a decent amount of time, it's taking us out a little bit. So we're going to the W13 area, so I think that's like towards Acton, Ealing, somewhere along there. I'm not too good with those postcodes, but it's definitely going to be a 6 or 7 mile drive, but it's going to be on A road, so we'll get it done quite quickly. We could get lucky and then get a decent trip back into Central, which will get us up to £200 hopefully. So we've now got about 2 hours left of the shift. We've just completed that last one and it did bring me to Ealing. Traffic's a little bit nuts around here, but hopefully that don't mess us up too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my destination going in towards central London. Hopefully we can get a half decent job going that way. With this job and like office jobs, you're sitting down and you're doing nothing, so you're not active. So it's mad important that you're eating healthy and you're staying active. I'd say at least going to the gym twice a week if you can, and doing a sport or an activity that you like that's quite active at least once a week as well, and then it will balance everything out. So Acton's been completely dead, so that last executive trip's basically been cancelled out. So I'm just gonna suck it up and I'm gonna start driving in towards Central, and the closer I get in, I'm more confident that I should be able to pick something up worthwhile. This next one's just a prime example of something's better than nothing. It's taking me exactly where I need to go. it's not paying the greatest. 30 minutes and probably gonna pay me about £13, but right now I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere and I just want to get into main central London, and I'd rather get paid a low fare going back where I need to go than get greedy and potentially pick nothing up. So we've pretty much hit the minimum on what's been a really bad day, but we have to be grateful that we at least got the minimum target. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be very fussy. I'm only going to take short and snappy trips that are comfort and executive, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I need to be in this area for 6 p.m. So we've officially come to the end of the shift. We started at around 8 a.m. and we're wrapping up now at 5:30 p.m. and it's not been great, to be honest. Made just over £200 in about 9.5 hours, which is like a gross income of about 20 odd pounds per hour. And yeah, to be honest, I'm not really happy with today's takings, but the main purpose of today's video was to figure out if it was worth doing Uber Pet or not. And in my opinion, even though I only managed to do one, I say yes it is. And the reason I say that is because I actually missed out on 2 Uber Pet opportunities. One early on in the afternoon when I was eating my lunch, and a second one I just missed out on, which is at 6:55 p.m. However, I've got an engagement at 6 p.m, meaning that I couldn't do it. So that means I missed out on £55 worth of Uber Pet opportunities. As usual, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.